What up, crypto lovers and enthusiasts? Happy day today, or is it? No, definitely. Every day you wake up is a happy day, as long as you ain't in prison or in a hospital. That's a pretty good start, all right? And you woke up inside, you know, with a roof over your head. That's an excellent start. Anyways, markets are red today. Bitcoin is red, but could this drop that's happening be slightly overblown? We're gonna take a look at 3 things that you need to know today. One of them could be the reason for the big drop, and if it is, that means buying opportunity. We'll explain all that, and then we're gonna take a look at RW plays to look at real world assets. Okay, for those of you that are still, well, I'll just say this. I'll say real world assets are going to perform well in the second half of the last half, the parabolic part of the bull run. Okay, so you need to know some real world asset plays. You should probably have some real world asset plays in your portfolio, and I'm going to give you some good ones that I think could really do extremely well. All right, and so without further ado, let's do this. Bye. Okay, so yesterday I thought my base case would be my base case would be more lateral. I thought maybe we could come down here, but I didn't think it was that probable. Well, I guess I was wrong, and that's fine. Right now, it seems like we're not dropping below 61,200. This is kind of an area that I would really like to see kept. Okay, that we did this. All right, then gives more credibility to the fact that this was the lower high. All right, and as I mentioned yesterday, that this is somewhat alarming. Okay, lower low, right? But then this kind of changes it with the higher low. So that is kind of like the saving grace, as I mentioned yesterday. Aside from that, really, it depends on if he holds this. Now, this isn't too out of the ordinary, although we gave back a lot of these gains that we had on Friday, right? Boom. But it could be that this is just slightly overblown. Let me explain. Let me just share these 3 pieces of news, the most important things of news that I saw today. And this one is possible reason why we dropped so much. Okay, and if it is, as I mentioned at the beginning, then it's overblown, which means this is a great opportunity. Let's read this. A massive $1.88 billion Bitcoin transfer to Binance's largest crypto exchange, to Binance, okay, stunned market observers. This transaction involved 30,000 BTC transferred to Binance's cold wallet, originating from other Binance cold wallets, signaling internal movements rather than market intent. Okay, now this was found out that it's internal later by Arkham Intelligence, I believe. Okay, so at the beginning, when people saw this, they were scared. They're like, "Oh crap!" Because usually when big amounts of Bitcoin is sent to exchanges, it's with the intention to sell. Okay, not always, but usually. I mean that's what the market thinks. Okay, so now we know that it's not. Despite the size of transfer now we know what it is: routine internal security measure by Binance to manage its reserves, showing no significant market impact. The market didn't really know this when that first happened. Okay, so that's what you need to know. Always intriguing, these large internal transfers often spark speculation, but are part of standard exchange operations. But it spooked the markets. Okay, so if it spooked the markets, then we shouldn't have gone this low. So anything right here is a buying opportunity. And if my thesis is correct, then either later in the day we should be higher, or tomorrow we should be higher, back up here, back into somewhere into the body of yesterday's candle. Okay, let's see. If it's something else and it's not just that's causing the markets to drop, then yeah, maybe we do lose this and come back down here and test this. But right now, like I said, my bias is more towards the upside, so I don't think that we lose this right now. We're getting closer and closer to the end of August, into September, two possible still time where we could still be kind of sluggish, right? Still not ready to break new all-time highs, but we're getting closer. So I wouldn't expect us to go much lower, okay? Because if we do, then it's going to be more time consuming, and right now we're getting to the point where there really is not much time. All right, this cycle is getting so much more closer to previous cycles, and with that said, this cycle we are still ahead of schedule, guys. I think I showed a chart that's showing that we're still ahead of schedule compared to previous cycles, and so we still have some synchronizing to do, I guess, right? So that's how I sees that. All right, so if what I mentioned is in fact the case, then we should see a rebound. This could be a great buying opportunity. Okay, definitely. How I see it, the best money is made not on Bitcoin, but as on altcoins. I'm going to start preaching that so people know. I mean, some people don't know. I mean, it's already kind of known generally but some people don't. Maybe you're new to crypto, and if you're new, welcome. Bitcoin dominance 57%. I think this thing can go up higher. I've had this forever. The only thing that I've added in this chart is this line. When I started seeing that it did this, boom. All right, so let's see what happens. Okay, I've been pretty good with my analysis, man. I really am. Total market cap excluding the top 10. Okay, right now we are knocking again on the wrong side of 200 billion. 200 billion. We're on the right side of it now, but it looks like we're knocking on the door to try to get into the wrong side down here under 200 billion. Let's see what happens if it's just a big fake out and we come back down here and spend some time here for the next week or two or whatever it is while Bitcoin consolidates and tries to make a new structure. Okay. So with that, red days, that's when you want to start buying if you're still into all altcoins, because altcoins is where you make your money. You just have to know what you're doing, what you have to look at. Let's discuss sectors. The beginning half of this cycle. Okay. Let me do it like this. Let me do you guys right. 1 second. Okay. The first half of the bull cycle. Okay. As you can see from basically December 20, we'll say some December, at the end of December 2022. Okay, so all of 2023 basically, and into 2024. All right. During this time, meme coins have outperformed. They're the best performers, and during this time, real world assets have outperformed. They were the second best performers. So real world assets are just tokenization of anything. It could be art, it could be houses, it could be luxury items, it could be stocks, it could be bonds, anything. Okay, tokenizing it. Okay, so you want to have exposure to it because the second half, which is going to be this part up here, I think, and during this time, gaming has underperformed. But we're talking about real assets. I think the trend for real assets will continue because they're still sexy. I think a normal person could understand, oh crap, you can tokenize everything, and they're gonna get a lot of play. Okay, I can see the narrative continuing to be hot, so I would definitely have real world asset exposures. Here in June, I guessed that real world assets, I was gonna focus on real world assets, gaming, and AI. I believe those were the three ones. Anyways, my main focus was real world assets, and real world assets did really, really well for me when I accumulated a majority here, and up here they had just made a killing for me. Okay, again, I'm my portfolio here at this peak was over $500,000. Okay, so, and that was from an investment of like a total of like 90,000, which I borrowed everything to get that. I didn't have that shit, and so real world assets were the main reason why, and the big one was Rio. So we're gonna take a look at some of these real world assets. They're all low caps because that's what I would focus on, low cap, so I can make my wealth. Okay, because that's how you make your wealth, but you gotta have guts. Anyways, Rio, this is one you gotta look at. I would look at this, the biggest one out of all. All right, it's already in like the 60 million market cap. The other ones I'm looking at less than that, but still, this can get you a 20-30x. Okay, more than likely. Could we drop down here? Yes, it's possible. Could we see 68 cents? It's at 86 cents. Yes, it's possible. It's quite possible. If Bitcoin continues sideways for the next few weeks, then yeah, I could see it down here, and then I would just buy the hell out of it right here. All right, I would nibble right now at 86 cents though, because you never know. All right, that's one. Another one that I would take a look at is where is it? Prop base. Look at this chart. Real chart looks good too, by the way. Another one that probably hit back here at 8 cents. Okay, it looks like it might. Hopefully it doesn't. It's a new chart. It's a newer project focusing on Southeast Asia. Rio is in the US. Okay, and that's a nice chart. That's a bullish chart. It's a new chart. Okay, price discovery is right here. Let's go back to the Rio chart and look at it like that too. Okay, definitely look at Rio. Okay, definitely look at Rio. I like this chart. There's not much of a history right here. This is pretty much it. Once it gets past this, and we are like right there, right? You can see we are right there. Basically mirroring this side. Once we get past this, we'll start doing something like that. Boom. Kind of gets $24 and $80, $104 billion market cap. If real assets continue to outperform, then yes, I think so. Okay. At 86 cents, $24, $80. That's pretty good, guys. I would take that, and to me, this would be one of my safer bets. All right, so this one and prop S. Okay. Now we're gonna take a look at ones that are riskier, right? Riskier, smaller, much smaller market caps, but with the potential, with that risk comes the potential for even bigger gains, okay? And that would be Credify, right? Again, a real world asset. These are all real world asset plays, okay? Credify, I think maybe it's trying to really hold on to this ascending line right here. I don't know if we can drop back down here to 13.013 cents. Right now it's at 0.016. I'd be buying. Underneath this line, I'd be buying. I don't think that we dropped below 1.3. Let's take a look at the chart like this. Okay, another bullish chart. 1 cent. Could it get to $1? I think so. That's only a 751 million market cap. I had 1 million of these things, man. All I needed was to get to $1, and I think this thing could even get even higher. I had 1 million of these. I bought at 0.003. I paid 2,500 for 1 million. That's a huge win. I was so upset when I lost this. I was so upset when I lost my whole portfolio. But I mean, this was upsetting because that one just to me was like, it's an easy million right there. And so Credify, they are loans, right? For small and medium-sized businesses, but in Europe. Okay, and this chart going up this channel is looks very nice, and I think the trend will continue. All right. So again, another one, Credify, like a 13 million market cap, tiny. STBU, they help tokenization. They help tokenize projects. Okay, they help tokenize projects. They're also over in Europe, and I also like this chart. Okay, buying it at 7 cents. I don't know it drops too much lower. To be honest with you, I don't see any. Maybe we dropped 3 cents. That would be a gift. My average buy was at 2 cents. This is bigger than Credify actually, but it's still a smaller market cap. There's a team behind this and everything, but just remember, just because the business is good doesn't mean the crypto will be good. Okay, there's been many examples of that, so keep that in mind. But you just never know. And I'm also very bullish. Like, this is a very nice chart. This is a beautiful chart, stair stepping up. You know, so I'm thinking maybe it could still go much higher. If it hits a $1 billion market cap, that's $10. If it hits a $2 billion market cap, that's $22. It's possible. Believe me, it's possible. Stobox, STBOX, STBU is the ticker. Definitely want to take a look at. The volume is okay for now. I would like to see the volume a little higher, but volume can come and go. And again, the chart looks pretty good. I like what these guys are doing. I would definitely take a flyer on Stobox. Okay. Now, to a lesser degree, I would look at UBXS. This is one that's also the chart looks all right, but it's giving back a lot right here. Okay, it's giving back a lot right here. Kind of broke some. I mean, I guess the structure is still somewhat there. Okay, there's not much of a history there. These guys have a U.S. presence, and I think their focus is on like Turkey. Okay, they have like a Turkey connection, tokenizing real estate. Okay, tokenizing real estate. STBU tokenizes projects, and we're going to take a look at one project that they actually help tokenize. UBXS, Bixos. Okay. 0.08. I would take a look at this at a lesser degree. The volume is not that great right now, and again, it's extremely volatile. But I mean, it could move. Okay, they seem legit. 1 billion market cap. Let's do half that. That would get to $10. Okay, at 8 cents. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Could possibly get to $1 billion. It depends on how hot the real world asset sector gets, and I think it can get hot. All right, now this one's okay. I would look at this one secondarily. Okay. And what else? Let's finish with Weco. Chart looks pretty decent, although the volume to me right now is crap. I don't like that, so I wouldn't put too much money on it. It's a brand new project as well, focusing more on Latin America. All right, but the chart looks pretty decent. It looks like right now maybe it has peaked, and it's maybe gonna go sideways right here. Maybe drop a little lower. We'll see. But this drop was big and it came right back up. Right? It looks like we're on the verge of losing it again. So we'll see. I don't know if we drop that low, maybe in this little gap right here, and then come back. We'll see. I wouldn't put too much money on it, but I put something on it because real world asset plays are good. Again, same thing, UBXS, and then I would look more strongly at STBU to add a little bit more capital. Oh, STBU, Landshare. Let me introduce you guys to Landshare. This is smaller, based in the US, tokenized in real estate. Look at my average buy price, guys. I thought freaking, I had over 10,000. I had like 11,000 of these tokens. Okay, over 11,000 of these tokens. My average buy price was 56 cents. This thing got up to $8.20, and this wasn't even my best performer. And it gave back a lot. It's at $1.53. I don't know that we lose this area. As you can see, maybe we drop down to $1.25-ish, $1.29, $1.30-ish right here at the bottom of this, maybe just underneath it like that, or maybe just right above this line, right? I don't think we go all the way back down, but it wouldn't surprise me. Maybe just a little bit lower, $1.40, 45. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's definitely possible. $1.36. I don't know. We dropped too much below it and hit the 29, but you never know. We could do it, right? Anyways, I think this would be good. I think this one will actually go up again. The volume is all right, pretty good, better than the other two that I mentioned, and they were tokenized by Stobox. Okay, so Stobox is a much bigger company. Landshares is a smaller company, but I think they're doing some good things. The price of this token could go up a lot. Higher high. Could go either way. I would put some money on it, but I would look more maybe on Stobox, definitely on Credit, and definitely on Rio and Propbase. Okay. All right, that's it, guys. I think that's it. So there you go, man. Some good alpha. I know what I'm doing. I've made money in this game. Unfortunately, I've just lost it all. But the ability to make it, yes, that happened. That I definitely have that thing checked off. Now I need to focus on the ability to keep it, and that's easier said than done. But I think I fixed the last chink in my armor, which was security. If you don't know, I clicked a link and I was drained. My wallet was drained of over 200,000 in crypto, which was worth over half a million in March, and that just left me just devastated. But it is what it is. We're strong. We'll get back on the horse, start riding again, and do the best we can to try to get something out of this bull market, because this bull market's going to give a lot. Okay, so a couple things through that little spiel. Security is very important. Get yourself a laptop. Do all your transactions on that laptop. Don't click on any links in that laptop. Make sure that your wallets are not in other browsers that are in other computers, because they can get you that way too. Okay, buy yourself a ledger and do it that way. And then other than that, make sure you sell. It is extremely important to sell. And then on top of selling, hold. Do nothing with that money. Wait a year and a half before you start to move that money. Obviously, take some for yourself to live, whatever, but definitely do not put it back in the markets. Just hold it in USDT. Believe me, that's what you want to do. All right, and then tell nobody about it. Okay, I think that's it, guys. Real world assets. Take a good look. Bitcoin. If the reason that I mentioned at the beginning was the reason, then things are overblown and great buying opportunity today. All right. With all that said, thank you. If you can, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment. I'm trying to grow this channel. All that stuff helps. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.